everyone, and welcome to today's class. With this past full moon and the energies still here, the guides actually would like to inspire us to reflect a little bit about the following questions. What was completed with this cycle? What was illuminated, revealed, or enhanced by the full moon energy, highlighted? What fell away? You know, it could be something like a belief, like an old belief, like an old habit, something like that. It doesn't have to be something big. Yeah, that's what they wanted to emphasize. And also, where in your physical body do you feel that? When we are saying goodbye to an old belief, for example, or to an old habit, it is an energy that's somewhere stored in our body. And we may notice this. So, let's see what we're guided to do for our physical body to help it manage these energies. And of course, if something falls away, something new is coming. And as energy is continually flowing, of course, it's like fading out and fading in. So it may be subtle, but you know, we're encouraged to just pay attention and to see what happens. Okay. Yes, and I'm again here with my favorite workout gear. I will link it below. As you know, it's not sponsored, it's just my favorite, my personal, preference. Okay, so the little toes in line with your little muscle line, the little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Now I'm sinking my sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain coming through my head. Knees relaxed, elbows relaxed, ribs together. That's only folds all of it, navel towards your spine. And I'm thinking with all this lengthening, we're good to go and to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms, working our way around the arms. So we're starting palms to front, little fingers towards the thumbs, and I'm lengthening everything, just up, ribs together, everything's long, and relax. Okay, so here we go again, little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening everything, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, and one more time to the back. Releasing is always three-dimensional, so the shoulder joints are not affected. Now I'm facing the back and with my palms, and the important thing is that you don't force it. So if you get to here naturally, that's fine. That's it, right? So lengthen, thinking of the fountain again, having your feet well supported here. And thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, long, and releasing. Okay, breathing in. On the out breath, one more time, thumbs towards your little fingers, everything's long, and releasing. Okay, now to the end of the mat with that same muscle coordination. As you know, the first exercises are kind of set, and then comes the surprise. So from here, we're lengthening, lowering down, just have everything hanging loosely. Yes, and of course you can bend your legs and you can put something underneath like books or yoga blocks or a chair, whatever helps you. Okay, so here we go with the first exercise here, breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening. Make sure you're not doing something like this. Okay, so here we go. Navel towards your spine, lengthening. And do it one more time. Navel towards your spine, and lengthening, thinking of the fountain. And I'm always watching my foot because of my contraction. It wants to go to the side and it has to stay on the floor, of course. So just let the blood flow back. And we're The arm is just floating through the air. The important thing is lengthening the upper body and turning it. Yes, turning the spine. So here we go, same procedure. Okay, so breathing in, lengthening, and now I'm looking at my middle finger very slowly because my eyes have to follow, and lengthening, coming back. Okay, lengthening. And lengthening, and we do it again. Let's see if you can get any further without pushing. Just lengthen, looking at the middle finger, and yeah, it goes a lot easier. Lengthening, lengthen to the other side. And for me personally, I will do one more to my left side, which obviously you don't need to do. Yeah, so one more because I just noticed it was very tight there. So yeah, here we go. Getting easier each time. So just make sure to feel into your body, and if you feel it's necessary to do a different number, whatever, always follow your intuition because it's always right. Okay? So the guides say we do the next exercise, stability exercise, which is for our lower back and hip region to make sure that the weight is off your legs and that you've got the lines right, meaning the center line and the two sides, so you're not twisting your hips, which is very important. Again, it's not a flexibility exercise, no pushing, pulling whatsoever. Try to just lengthen, visualizing and thinking, okay? Yes. So if you need flexibility, try to be not too ambitious, try to not be too ambitious. So lips are parallel to the mat as before, and important, the heel of your supporting leg is on the floor. Then it's the same thing as before. You just lift one leg and it's bend, and you think your back long and coming back. So for as long as you notice your thoughts make a difference, your visualization efforts, you stay there. If you notice not anymore, then it's time to change the legs. Okay, so it can take longer on one side than on the other, but that's fine. Also make sure, the twisting always happens on one side more than on the other normally, so also watch out for that. Okay? Right, so this time we're visualizing a little bit longer, meaning the lengthening the bent leg. Of course you can have the supported leg bend. I don't know if I did mention that. Yeah, you can be in the same position as before. Okay, so in case I didn't, you're good. Whatever you can do is valid, right? Whatever your body can do is valid. So here we go. Relaxing, just not pushing, trying to be and releasing. Okay. That went a little better than expected. Let's see how the other leg is doing. Okay. Lengthening. Always be really cautious. You can do this really, really up to an old age, but with that caution. Wow. Okay. Ooh. If you feel like, yeah, that's your autonomic nervous system, and I feel like I need to do this again, so you do whatever is right for you. Maybe you want to skip and go to the next exercise, or repeat with me, or take a little break, whatever is helpful. Okay, don't turn. Alright. I don't know if that was maybe a little bit too much. We'll see. Okay. And lengthening. Okay, so what are we doing next? Push-ups, they say. Okay, if you're new here, don't do too many, yes? Always elbows close to your body, making sure you're not working here. And it's all about the lengthening, the fountain and the strength within your body. So it's not about going low, it's about relaxing and how much strength do you have. And start with one, yes? First I do the ladies version, after that the gentleman's version, and then a little variation for the gentleman. So one diagonal line from the knees to your head, and then releasing and coming up. And again, releasing and coming up strongly. Yeah? I'll just do a couple, make sure you maintain the diagonal lines, so it's nothing like this. Or this coming up, this happens very often, so it's really sinking your butt like forwards and to stretch your front thighs. Okay, so just relaxing the back or let the blood flow back. And ladies, if you start, do one and take a break, and again, and again, and again. Okay, so the gentleman's version is here, little toes in line, lengthening, and then we're just relaxing, and again up. So you've got your little toes and little fingers in line, and it's not about going low, it's about relaxing your elbows, and then find the strength from the center. Okay, just relaxing here or here. Okay, good. Now, if someone's bored, use a little variation, okay? So we'll start in that same position, and some of the energy is going through one heel. So the main energy always goes through the upper body, very important, and a little bit through the heel. And of course, anything you do is navel in. Okay, so what else do they have for us? The backward balance, okay? So front biceps, now triceps, here we go. Okay, so you've got your legs together, and we start on the elbows, which is not necessarily easier. You can always bend your legs, so it's no need to get your butt up, right? If you start this lengthening here, can you see that? It's sit bones to my head, fountain, thought, nothing here. That's the success of the exercise. So that's enough, like activating and take a break, okay? So you're fine doing that at the beginning. So at some point you get up, okay? So first maybe with bent legs, and then here. Remember that your neck is part of your spine. So think the entire fountain until your head, okay? You can also take your arms to here. Again, bend your legs or not. So from here, we're again lengthening here. That may be the first thing, right? And gives you a lot of strength. And then at some point, it just gets up here. Okay, and down we go. And again, up we go. And lengthening. When you go down, first relax your elbows and keep thinking about the fountain. Do not have any problems in your upper back and neck region, okay? So if you feel fine with that, you can try to do leg circles, which means main energy through the head, fountain, I'm repeating myself constantly, and lengthening here and lengthening coming down. Okay, so let's see. Lengthening up here, lengthening, and lengthening, and down we go. And up, and lengthening, lengthening, and lower. Okay, and again, up, and lengthening, lengthening, So it's not about up and down, yeah? It's all about envisioned circular movements and relax. Okay, now just see how that is, how the body is. So maybe you want to give it a little massage. See if there's any tension, any pain, any weird feeling, or stretch out. Maybe give it a shake. If there's still something that needs to be shook off or shaken off, let me know from your energy field. It really helps. Chinese medicine teaches us that. Or if you like, my favorite exercise, which you may know already, head down, elbows closed, and then you can just roll on your back. This is so good. Okay, so what's next? They are giving me several things to see, but I think the mermaid is first. Okay, so the little finger in line with your elbow, hips and heels in line, and I'm now overcrossing the upper leg, right? So I've got a little bit of support on my feet. Make sure you're really in line. Now from here, breathing in, and on the out breath from your sit bones to your head is a long line, either here or here, okay? Lengthening and you're good. Okay, breathing in. On your out breath, lengthening and release. Okay, one more time. I'm doing 3 today. Make sure that your hand rests here, not backwards, because that may arch your back, which is obviously not helpful. Okay, you can also do it here. Make sure your fingers point to that direction, so you're relaxed here, and there's nothing tensing your shoulder. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening, either here or here, and always think your butt forwards. It likes to stay behind. Okay, breathing in, and on the out breath, sit bones head, lengthening, and release. Okay, so now we do one more, breathing in, and lengthening, up, and release. And if someone is really happy with all this, you can do a little bit of playing around with your muscle coordination to see how far it can be challenged. Lengthening, first of all, of course, and make sure that you're not sliding, yeah, which is sometimes tricky. So then you could do this, for example, or just try to get your legs up a little bit, thinking of like being here, lengthening and down, yeah. And also, although it may look like up and down, I'm always thinking in a circular way. Okay, so other side. You've got your little finger in line with your elbow, hips and heels in line, and just overcrossing. Okay, good to go on the other side. Breathing in, on the out breath, coming up here, lengthening, or here, and releasing. It's not weight on here. The weight is, lengthening is in the center. I'm sure you can see it, okay? And back forwards. Okay, breathing in, and lengthening, up, and release. Okay, now, other version, here we are. Breathing in, on the up, no here, I see your sit bones, either here or here. Always go slow enough so that you really notice which muscles you're using. Okay, bring in, on the out breath, lengthening, and releasing, and we've got one more time. And lengthening, everything's long and releasing. Okay, and one more time to do some playing around, breathing in, on the out breath. Lengthening. And releasing. Okay, just relaxing the back, see how it goes, how you feel. Just relaxing, maybe a little bit more. And then let's see what the guys have us do next. Right. Okay, I can see what do they want? Come on, folks. Decide. Oh, okay, all fours. Right, interesting sometimes. Okay, so here we are. If you feel a little uncomfortable on your knees, please put something underneath, like a little cushion or a towel, or you can also use a blanket, yeah, so that you feel comfortable. Really important. Little toes in line with your knees, and in line with your little fingers. Your elbows are relaxed. You think from the sit bones, yeah, the fountain coming out here, lengthening, and if you look at the finishing line of your fingertips, at that line, you should have a long neck. Yeah, I find that really helpful. Relax your elbows. I think I'm repeating myself here. Lengthening everything. And now we just start by lengthening your leg. I know we do this a lot lately. And lengthening here. So the majority of the energy goes through your leg, and you make sure that your hips are staying parallel to the floor. And if you don't feel comfortable with lifting your leg, there's no necessity. It's only about lengthening and then like continuing that. So, you know, with whatever you feel comfortable, that's fine. Okay, so we do another 4, meaning 8, alternating all together. Lengthening. Okay, 2 more. Lengthening. In, and 1 more. Lengthening. And just sit back, relaxing here, or just have the blood flow back. That's my favorite. That's what my body needs. And now we're repeating this, and we're adding the opposite arm. So it's left leg and right arm. Make sure that your wrist is relaxed, that the energy goes through your fingertips. And if you really go over the floor, then you notice it. So give yourself time, not only to feel the lengthening, but also to feel the length when you're there. Yes, really send the energy through. Lengthening. Yeah, I think we've got 4 more to go. Lengthening. It's always a good idea to really go slowly, because then you can really feel it, and as we know, the feeling is what your body sends you as an answer, as a feedback. So, here we go. Lengthening. Lengthening. And relaxing. Okay, just that, or just here. Lengthening. Okay, what else? No, nothing else. Okay, turn around, they say. Alright, I'll do that. Just relax your back. That was a short one. Okay, so, right, stay here and leg lengthening. That's what we do. Okay, so we're staying here. Same thing, same position. You just take one leg. You can also have both legs here and your arms here, and then do that same exercise, which is, I'll just demonstrate it here, and then afterwards I do
with my leg here, okay? And just easy, okay? So, it's like massaging the foot, lengthening it, and then little flex. Make sure the main energy, amount of energy is going through your head, because you want to have your hips parallel. When you're now lengthening the leg, meaning lengthening here and lengthening here from your sit bone to your heel, and this is how you go up. You don't use your front thigh, yes, to lift, because then you come up like this. And that's not, it's like lengthening, and your knees relaxed. Okay, so you do that 4 times, and after that, of course, change leg, one leg, and then the second one is from here. Of course, you can have a bent leg, and then you think sit bone heel, no problem. Always have in focus that your little toes in line with your hip or muscle line, and of course, sit bone heel, and now you're lengthening your upper body as well as your legs, so it's like a two-way stretch. And then from here, when you bend in, sit bone heel is the line, not the floor. You think the energy out here through your knee, lengthening your front thigh when you come up. So it's not like in, right? See that? It's lengthening and lengthening. So then you get to here and you notice it in your hip joint. Okay? So of course, 4 and 4. And now we're doing it. You choose your version. Okay. Make sure that your elbows are closed so everything's relaxed. Here, no tension. Yes, energy through your fingertips. Right, here we're good to go. Now lengthening at the end. Energy through the heel and coming up. Okay. Bending it. And lengthening. Lengthening through the head, through the heel. This is a little slower than when you lift from the front thigh, you may notice, right? But that's fine. Absolutely good. Lengthening. And up. And one more. And lengthening. Up. And right, and now because of my contraction, I just see that it's a better idea to have my leg down. So just go on with the other leg. So I'm doing like a mixed version today. Lengthening. And it. And lengthening the back is long, energy through your head. Make sure your elbows are relaxed, otherwise there is a tension in your shoulders. Otherwise it's not possible. Lengthening, ribs together. And one more time. Lengthening. Lengthening. So always feel free to adjust like you're seeing me do now, right? Because now we're changing legs, and I will again do this version, and then with the other leg probably not. So remember, you can bend it, no problem, okay? Whatever you can do is fine. Lengthening. There are no conditions for doing this workout. Whatever your body is able to do is fine. Lengthen, and lengthening. It's our thoughts that shape our body and that make us do over time what we're telling it to do. Lengthening, lengthening through the head, through the heel, and now as you're bending in, keep lengthening through the head and through the knee. Yeah, and go as slow as you need to make sure that the energy's not coming in, but out through the knee. Lengthening and lengthening. Okay, and again I will put it down here, and now start with the other leg. Okay, and lengthening, lengthening, and in, and 3 more. Just checking on the little toe being in line with my hip. In my case, maybe you need to have it in line with the muscle line. if it feels like your leg's floating, that's great. So the strength is in the upper body and your leg is just floating. Lengthening, have the upper body long and put it down. Okay, just relaxing here. Relaxing the back, moving the energy. Yeah, I'm going to move it a little bit more. Right, okay. So I'm just wondering if there is, yeah. Wow, what a glory to finish. One last exercise and they want the scissors. So, okay, you can do it. If you can do this, right? Don't have to stretch your legs. Now you lengthen your legs and open them equally. And of course you lengthen your upper body and lengthen and coming back. And if you do that correctly, you really notice it here. Not so much in your legs maybe, but very much here. Important thing, equally opening and of course lengthening before your clothing as well, and always lengthening the entire back. Okay, if you can do a candle position, it's in the candle position. There's something funny happening here. If you notice that, give it always a quick massage. That's also Chinese wisdom, right? Okay, so from here, legs together, breathing in, and on the out breath, I'm just lengthening both legs and lengthening coming back. And again, lengthening both legs and lengthening coming back. Always take the leg which goes back as a reference, because that's the leg that finds it harder to get further, right? Yeah, if you're slipping, just make sure to always have a good grip here. And lengthening, coming back, and over. Lower your arms. Slowly coming down. If your head comes up, it comes up, no problem. You just think long, and at some point, eventually, it will stay down. Right? But until that point, no force, just lengthening. Okay, good. Whatever you need to do to feel good finishing this class. Yeah. It's never on your knees, it's always in the muscle, but I just push here. Okay. Thank you very, very much for being here and for participating in today's class. And if you like to help me and the guides to help more, please do not only subscribe to this channel but also to Instagram at Heike Dance and to Heike Bartels on YouTube, where you find the weekly energy updates from the guides. So let's embrace this change, this time that we're living in, and just help each other as much as we can, sharing the love. Lots and lots of love, and I see you for the next workout.